Hi, everybody. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. Go by the nickname Ginger, and we always start with hugging. Good to have you along. I misspoke yesterday. I was talking about Terry Crews, and it came out wrong because when I went back and watched it, I said, that didn't come out right. What makes a person a sellout? It certainly isn't when you marry someone of another race. And I did not, that's not what I meant. We know who we love, and you can love somebody that may be a different color than you. And there's nothing wrong with that. To me, in my opinion, a sellout is a person who forgets not only where they came from, but they think that they're better because they're with someone from another race. If you put down someone of another race, if you're African American, black, and you put down other blacks because you've married someone else outside your race, that's what I mean by sellout. I do not mean because you could find love with someone else. So that the wording, it just came out wrong. So I did not mean, and Lord knows, do not want to offend anyone that may be in an interracial relationship. If you find love, love is great. And sometimes love finds you in the most unexpected ways, with the most unexpected person that you may not have thought that you would find love. They love you and they respect you and they honor you and really treat you good. There's nothing wrong with that. So no offense to any interracial couples if that's what you want to do. I just have a problem with people that forget where they come from and they want to put down other people, and that's. But love is the greatest gift, and you're so lucky when you can get it. So I had to clear that up. We lost Bonnie Pointer yesterday of the Pointer Sisters. She died at the age of 69. When the Pointer Sisters came on the scene in the 70s, I loved their style. They were different from everybody else. They could sing because they came out of the churches in Oakland, California, and they had hit after hit after hit. After a while, Bonnie Pointer had left her sisters and she went out on her own. And in 1977, she had the song Heaven Must Have Sent You. It was a huge disco smash, and she performed for many, many years after that initial hit in the 70s, and up until the time when she became really ill and could not perform again. She was surrounded by family and friends, but Bonnie Pointer, she could blow. She had an amazing voice. She passed away yesterday at the age of 69. Tyrone the Bone Proctor. He was one of the original Soul Train dancers. He hailed from my hometown in Philadelphia, graduated from Alny High. He passed away in his sleep at the age of 67. He was an incredible dancer and one of the originals. A lot of people remember him for the days of Jeffrey Daniels and Jody Watley. They were always in Right On magazine. He set out to make his dream happen, and it did. He was tall, he was lanky. He was known as one of the outrageous whack dancers. What are the whack dancers? Whack dancers were popular on the West Coast. If they were voguing on the East Coast, they had the whack dancing on the West Coast. That ballroom style dancing before Paris was burning. There was Tyrone Proctor. He was a choreographer. He did Jody Watley's video for Still a Thrill. The dedications that Jeffrey Daniels and Jody Watley put out were simply amazing, but he was a choreographer who danced all around the world, and he taught so many people the art of dancing. They say he knew how to work it, and he did, and he was one of those original Soul Train dancers. You had Don Cornelius, you had Soul Train, the artist that performed on the show, and then you had the dancers who were just stars on their own just because the styling and the dancing was so amazing. But we remember an incredible choreographer, Tyrone the Bone Proctor. So what is going on with Wendy Williams? I touched on it. I said to keep her in prayer. We don't like to see anybody down. And I am hoping, because they're saying it was an emotional and nervous breakdown. I saw some pictures and she did not look well. I really wish she had her family surrounded by her, or either go to her family. I'm really hoping that her show, they don't give up on her. Talk shows are kind of like in a, with this pandemic going on, but that she's able to ride out, maybe the summer months and be ready by the fall. Maybe she'll come back before. I just hope she's ready. The shows from home were not good. I could tell that something was wrong, how she would just burst out crying. I think the effects of what she's going through with the Graves' disease, the ending of her marriage, the humiliation on how it ended. Because when you love somebody, you want it to last forever. And then things happen and it just exploded. I think what Wendy's husband did was just so bad, because to see a woman who's broken, and you never want to be broken. All of us, you've experienced broken heart, but you're able to bounce back. And we're like, on to the next. There's another train coming. But for Wendy, she's really in a sad state. And I really hope that she can be like near her family and that she's not alone. I don't like to see anybody going through that, because she just built such an empire. And I know people say, well, she wasn't the nicest person. All of my interactions, really until recently, have been really, really wonderful. And I would just have the most amazing conversations with her. And she's just somebody that I just really care about and just admire the heck out of, because she came from radio. I hope when she gets back on her feet that she would return to radio and do TV and do some podcasting, because she was made for this. She was made for the media and all of this. And to see this slide, please, let's keep her in prayer. I always say, even if it's somebody that you don't care about, keep them in prayer, because you don't want them to go through that. Vanessa Bryant, the widow of Kobe Bryant, is seeking hundreds of millions of dollars for the accident that killed her husband and her 14-year-old daughter. A lot of people are suing that particular helicopter company, because they were like, why in those conditions did the pilot decide to fly? But she is seeking a lot. Congratulations, Cicely Tyson. She is 95. She just got the Peabody Award. Her work, when you think about all the movies and her presence, she is so deserving, and she is still doing it. She was in the OWN show, Cherish the Love, and it was so funny to see her, because she had her lashes on. I said, I'm be in my 90s too. I'm gonna have my lashes on it, and Lord willing, I'm still alive in my right mind. I'm gonna be kicking it just like Cicely Tyson. She is amazing. But congratulations on that Peabody Award. Sorry, I wasn't silly. There was like so much death. I want 2020 to be over. Like 2020 leave. Bye. Once again, did not mean to offend anybody that's in an interracial relationship. Love is love, and when you can find it, you hold on to it. But if it's not love, and I don't care what color it is, what sex it is, let it go, because you need someone who's going to cherish your heart. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. I love, these are like therapy sessions, because with this pandemic, I don't get to see nobody. I just get to, tell you guys what's going on. But it's not cute not knowing. I thank you for joining me. Some people I hear from every day. I do check the comments, leave a heart, leave a message. If you just want to say hi, if you just want to hug it out, debate. But I really didn't. That was not my intention with the whole Terry Crews. I think what threw me off were people were making disparaging comments about his wife. His wife is not white. She's very, very light. She's mixed. And I think it threw me off because I was like, well, don't do the pile on. Because his wife, Rebecca, is a wonderful woman. If you've ever seen her do an interview, Rebecca Cruz she's it. I'm sure she probably sat her husband down and had a nice talking. But there was no offense. This channel is love. I may be silly sometimes and, put a silly twist on the story, but it's love. It is. At the end of the day, it's love. Thanks for joining me, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.